I was pregnant at 17 and dating was really hard. Guys would say to me like, oh, I'm not going to take care of another man's seed. And so last year, I married a man that saw a wife in me, but other guys call him a simp.
Let me say this to you. Where would men like me be if it wasn't for the strong male figures in our community that came in and did the job that a lot of men aren't willing to do? Because I'm going to be honest, the reason there's a vacancy there's a lot of men that are planting seeds and not watering them. Amen. So when we go to calling people simps, I think it's just a way, like, it be without no girls calling you a simp because you got one that also has fruit snacks in the cabinet. I would never demonize someone for having a standard. My problem is, why the you trying to project yours on everybody else?
I'm just going to add one little thing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I need to. Since he is under that type of attack, I need you to cover that man. Okay? Because that's how the enemy gets in. He goes to the head. He tempts him. He comes with all of this noise and this confusion. He uses friends against him, these online opinions, social media opinions, and everything else to attack him. And then it comes down to you, all the way down to your children. So you need to keep him covered. Because I'm telling you, when you hear the same sound and the same message over and over again, it poisons you. And it's easy for that to do so. And I can tell you one thing, because you said that he saw the wife in you.
Yes.
When I say this, y'all better not think nasty. I stay on my knees.
Yes. Yes.
I stay on my knees, face to the floor. God, cover my husband. Every day, every step that he walks, cover my husband when he is not around me, cover my husband when he's around his friends, cover my husband when he's around work, when he's around his employees, cover my husband day in and day out, because I know that the enemy wants to break marriages and he can't stand the kingdom marriage. And God sent you a special man. That ain't no simp. I'm a product of a special man that stepped in. That ain't no simp. My grandfather came in and took on 5 children. 3 different baby daddies, if you want to look at it that way. And he kept all of us until the day he died, and he left us all with something. That was God sent, okay? God sent you someone special.
I understand. I understand why men do not like to, marry single mothers. Do you understand? But if you see anybody that is married to a single mother, don't go and start calling him a simp. Don't go and start calling him a simp, because were you expecting that woman to suffer alone? And children are actually the reasons why men don't like taking care of another person's child, because most children can be so ungrateful. You had a dad in your life who took care of you and loved you and everything. Then someone else comes to tell you that he's not your biological father. Then you now start looking for your biological father that has never looked for you. Your biological father that has never done anything for you. Probably he's now matured or he's old. Do you think he's going to reject you? Maybe you are even doing well. Definitely he's not going to reject you. I've seen these cases so many times. Then they will now go to their biological father simply because someone called them a bastard, even though we all know that people can just call you a bastard, whether you're a bastard or not. Whether you have a father or not, people can just call you a bastard, not necessarily because you don't have a father. But they will capitalize on it and use it to go and look for their biological father. I know of someone that looked for his biological father and totally forgot about his stepfather that took care of him. In fact, I never knew his stepfather was his stepfather. I used to think his stepfather was his biological father until later I started hearing that, oh, he didn't give birth to him. Do you understand? His father abandoned his mother, rejected his mother, denied the pregnancy, never looked for her. Simply because someone called him a bastard, he rushed to go and look for his father, built a house in his father's village, and forgot about his mother and his stepfather that took care of him and made him who he is. He forgot about all those things. That is why men do not like to, take care of another person's child, because they just fear that tomorrow you just leave them and go and start looking for your biological father, and they will have everything to lose for training an ungrateful child like you. But even though it's not enough reason for you to call another person a simp, because you are projecting who you are to another person. Sometimes ago, I was telling my sister that I think Black American men are also Nigerian men, because there's not really a huge difference. That's those ones that are toxic. They behave like Nigerian men. Honestly, they behave like Nigerian men. So toxic. You the same you that got a lady pregnant, we leave the lady, then men now will now be working hard to make sure that she remains single for the rest of her life. If she has gotten an abortion and has lost and mistakenly lost her womb in the process, she will still not go scot-free. Like, can we just all live as human beings? Can we just all live as human beings and stop projecting our wickedness onto other people? He saw a wife. The same men who will have 1 million wives and are still trying to pile more. I don't blame them. Do I blame them? I don't blame them. I blame women that keep acting like there's no food in their house. You know that this man has a wife, so why are you forcing yourself to enter? Another person will come and enter. That's why men are misbehaving. They know that you are a desperado. Meanwhile, like I said, I just like the way that they light up her mood, because when she came and she was talking, she was shaking. She was shaking, like that word really got to her. And see, that advice the woman gave to her to keep praying is very important, because if you are not strong, people will tell you what you do in your family. Don't forget that Offset claimed that Stefan Diggs asked him, or rather told him, that Cardi B is not a great woman, and he started having doubts about Cardi B. Today Offset is not there and Stefan is there. So what am I trying to say? They can talk some nonsense into the guy's head and the guy will start acting up and be like, it's even true, why am I with her? Meanwhile, there are other single girls that don't have children or don't have a child that I can go for. Do you understand? So I just love the advice they give to this girl. You can watch their show. Their show is very interesting. They might be on YouTube, but I see a lot of their videos on TikTok, so you can also follow them and watch their video. So if you watch to this extent, my name is Queen Precious. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I love you. Till I see you in my next video. Do enjoy yourself. Bye.